LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. We are on another Monday Night Raw, just under 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, and we are kicking things off tonight with the glorious Robert Roode. Roode, the man who challenges for the United States Championship in just under 2 weeks at WrestleMania. The glorious one is a former WWE champion, a former Raw Tag Team champion, a former SmackDown Tag Team champion. The only man to hold both sets of tag team titles with different partners. Robert Roode making his way down to the ring tonight to address the fans in attendance tonight. He's apparently got a lot to say heading into his United States title match at WrestleMania. So Roode making his way down to the ring. If there's one thing we know about him, is that he's absolutely glorious. So the glorious one is here. Let's hear from Robert Roode. Let's talk about my last year, shall we? 1 year ago, I was walking into the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania, where I then beat the man known as the best wrestler in the world, Daniel Bryan, and sent him packing. Sent him packing to where he cut his hair, changed his name, and went to another state. After that, my glorious reign as WWE Champion continued on for many more months, and I beat all of your favorites, Big E, Bobby Lashley, Tommaso Ciampa, Drew McIntyre, so on, so forth. Before I was ultimately screwed out of the WWE Championship at SummerSlam due to poor officiating. But if you go back even further in my career, you'll notice something becomes a bit of a pattern. In Season 1, Dolph Ziggler wasn't pulling his weight as my tag team partner, and so I dropped him. But then just a year later, my lifelong friend, the guy I've been a tag team with for years in the past, James Storm, choked under the pressure of being on a big stage and cost us the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and so I dropped his dead weight yet again. And then this year, I dropped LA Knight before he even had a chance to bring me down any further than he already had. There's one thing that all three of these men have in common. I've beat them all. Except Dolph Ziggler. It's going to be bittersweet when I continue my undefeated streak at WrestleMania. And I'll tell you why it's going to be bittersweet. It's because I know that I should be walking in as WWE Champion. And I know that I should be walking into the World Championship match. And I know that after my incredible reign as WWE Champion, that I am owed the main event of WrestleMania. But what I also know is that the United States Championship is in need of a desperate facelift. And that facelift is going to be absolutely glorious. That was some strong words there from Robert Roode, but ladies and gentlemen, we move into some singles action up next. It is time to find out who joins Bayley in representing Monday Night Raw at WrestleMania. Out first, here comes the original bro, the king of bros, Matt Riddle, making his way to the ring. This crowd absolutely loves Riddle. He's an incredible wrestler inside of that ring, but he's also someone that the fans really connect with. They find him very appealing, very endearing as a person, and Riddle makes his way down to the ring. Find some, whenever I have to talk to Riddle backstage, it just reminds me of talking to Ray. If you know, you know. So Riddle makes his way to the ring. Riddle, he's that kind of guy that he's always so close to breaking through to that next level, but he can never get there. And this man is another good example of that. Dominik Dijakovic making his way to the ring, and I think that's why Mick Foley, the Raw general manager, wanted to give these guys this opportunity tonight. Is both of these guys are always just so close to taking that next step and breaking through to the next level here in LS11 Universe, and neither of them have been able to really achieve it. Dijakovic last year would become Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania, but then just 28 days later, he would lose it to Karrion Kross. I said his name. Dominik Dijakovic making his way to the ring. Dijakovic and Riddle set to go one-on-one here on Monday Night Raw. A great opening contest we're going to have here. These two actually faced off last month as well in a matchup for a spot in the Elimination Chamber, and Dijakovic came up short on that night. Could tonight be the night where Dijakovic earns his way back to WrestleMania? Something he was able to... Both of these men actually were at WrestleMania last year, both of them fighting for championships in multi-man matches. Riddle would ultimately be one of the runner-ups in the United States title match, and Dijakovic would shock the world by becoming the Intercontinental Champion. So here we go, Riddle and Dijakovic, two standouts of the first season of NXT in LS11 Universe. As Dijakovic gets Riddle up, power bombs him, although I think ever referring to NXT as a season gives some people some bad 2010 flashbacks. Moonsault there from Dijakovic into a cover on Riddle. And now Dijakovic, cover, no, Riddle kicks out. You might notice I'm a little more on my game with commentary. This is because it's 7:30 in the morning, and this is when I do my best work. I haven't been able to do this in months, but my fiance now isn't asleep at this point in the morning because she's at work. As Dominik Dijakovic getting elbowed in the head by Riddle. And now Riddle, there's a chop to Dijakovic, kicking him back. Riddle, knocking him back, spinning back fist. Big forearm into the corner. And now Riddle hits the ropes, and Riddle, knee to the face of Dijakovic. Riddle getting him back up to his feet, and Riddle. There's a roundhouse kick, knocks him back. Dijakovic with a punch. There's a kick to the ribs now, and Dijakovic has Riddle down. Dijakovic, oh my god, just grabbed Riddle by the throat and launched him across the ring. And now Dominik Dijakovic slamming him into the mat. And now Riddle being dragged away from the ropes. You know, Dijakovic's another one of those guys that seems the fans are really waiting to break through. He won the opportunity to join the United States Championship matchup at Cyber Sunday in an absolute landslide a few months ago, and Riddle was the runner-up in that poll as Dijakovic with another power bomb to Riddle takes him down, and Dijakovic, oh my god, he's going to the top. Went for the splash. Riddle got out of the way, and now Riddle grabs onto him, rolls him through. Covered by the original Bro, but Dijakovic gets out of it. And now Riddle caught with a chop, catches him with a chop, and Riddle mounts the bag of Dijakovic and goes into Bro Mission. Bro Mission is in. Riddle's got Dominik Dijakovic down. Riddle with Dijakovic in trouble. Dijakovic struggling. Riddle punched in the face. Riddle gets knocked back. Riddle staggers back to his feet, chops Dijakovic, and again, Riddle gets caught, and Dominik Dijakovic gets him up. Dijakovic launches him into another cover now, and Dijakovic one. No. Riddle trying to get back up to his feet, but Dijakovic pulls him in. Riddle, gonna find out of the powerbomb this time. Riddle gets out of the powerbomb, and Riddle, springboard, big kick off the ropes. And now Riddle hits the ropes, and Matt Riddle, senton, no! Dijakovic got the knees up. And now Dominik Dijakovic grabs onto Riddle, grabs him from behind, and Riddle put in the ropes. Dijakovic grabs him. And Dominik Dijakovic, snapmare, grabs onto the ropes, and oh my god! Trust fall onto Riddle. 1, 2, Riddle kicks out. Now Dijakovic's going back up again. He's been flying all over the place in this matchup. He gets off the ropes because Riddle gets down, and now Riddle with a takedown. Riddle took him down as he came off the ropes, and now Riddle, whoa, went for a forearm. Dijakovic just shoved him to the floor. Riddle staggering, but Dijakovic grabs the ankle, and Dominik Dijakovic slams the ankle of Riddle down. Dijakovic going out of the ring and going up to the top rope now. Dijakovic, he's got Riddle down. Riddle staggers back to his feet. Oh, a big boot. Riddle just got turned inside out as Dijakovic deadlift. Power bomb takes down Riddle. Now Dijakovic goes out of the ring. Dijakovic to the top rope. Dominik Dijakovic. Big clothesline off the top. Riddle is down. Dijakovic. Leg sweep from Riddle. Now Riddle hits the ropes, and Matt Riddle. Senton. Grabs onto Dijakovic now, and now Riddle. Right hook. There's a forearm. Staggers Dijakovic, but didn't knock him all the way to off his feet. Dijakovic slams him to the mat. He gets Riddle back up to his feet, and Dijakovic. Oh, wait a minute. Feast your eyes. Cover now on Riddle. Dijakovic. 1, 2, no. Riddle manages to fight out of it, just barely though. Now Dijakovic standing over him. Dijakovic, whoa, went for a springboard crossbody. Riddle into Bro Derek. 1, 2, no! Dijakovic managed to kick out. And now Riddle kicks him in the back. And Riddle, oh, Riddle, triangle choke, showing that UFC background. Although, don't talk to Dana White about him. Now Riddle, triangle choke is in. Dijakovic's fighting. Dijakovic's in trouble. Dominik Dijakovic's in serious trouble. Riddle might be able to choke him out here. Riddle's a bit of a submission expert himself from his MMA background, but no. Dijakovic punches him in the face. Riddle staggers. Dijakovic grabs him. Dominik Dijakovic, high-low suplex. Into a cover. 1, no. Riddle kicks out. And now, whoa, went for a boot. Riddle, forearm strike misses. And now Dijakovic grabs onto Riddle, pulls him in. Dijakovic gets him up. Powerbomb again, but Riddle now fighting out of it. Riddle fights out of the powerbomb. Went for the forearm. Dijakovic went for a moonsault. Riddle got out of the way. And now Riddle, no! Oh my god! Dijakovic just swat him halfway across the ring with that one. And now Dijakovic into the corner. What is Dominik Dijakovic thinking? Dijakovic. What a boot! Off the skull of Riddle. 1, 2, no. The original Bro manages to kick out of the huge big boot. And now Riddle staggering to his feet, and Dijakovic tries to grab him. Riddle elbows him in the face. Knocking him back now, and Riddle. Oh! Dijakovic knocked him out of the air. For a kick now. Riddle. Right hook connects. Forearm strike. Into another. And now Riddle ducks him. Pele kick. Riddle going up to the top rope, and Matt Riddle with floating Bro. 1, 2, 3. Riddle is going to WrestleMania. Riddle is going to WrestleMania. So Matt Riddle and the Hugger Bayley. The Bro and the Hugger. What a duo that is going to make. I think many people are going to be excited about that one. Riddle is heading to WrestleMania for the second time in his career. Dijakovic so close yet so far on many occasions in this matchup. Hell of a matchup tonight between these two. It showed just how much they both wanted to go to WrestleMania. But ultimately, Riddle is heading to WrestleMania. And Riddle will represent Monday Night Raw. That matchup will take place on WrestleMania Kickoff, a show that'll be hosted by, well, just me this year, because all of my friends have left. We got more coming up on Raw. It's really sad. Alright, Wood, let me walk you through it tonight before your match. I teamed with Lashley a lot during my time in the Hurt Business, so I got a couple pointers. Lashley's big and strong, obviously. He's got that Bellator background, but you know all of that. But from training with him, I know if you take out his right knee, he is going to be a significantly easier man to deal with. He's got a bad right knee, alright? So focus on that. Focus on winning. Don't worry. Look, I got this, I promise. I'm not going to let us down. I know you're not, brother. I know you're not. We're going to move into some more singles action now, ladies and gentlemen, as here comes Cora Jade to the ring. We just saw her this past Friday night on SmackDown, taking on Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans in a first-round match of the Women's Tag Team Tournament. Cora Jade making her way down to the ring. She's got a big opportunity tonight to take on one of the women that will fight for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. She'll be going one-on-one with Io Shirai in Shirai's first match since being taken out before the Elimination Chamber. Now tonight, she's going to take on Io Shirai. Cora Jade made her way to the ring, a young upstart. Io Shirai making her way to the ring, though. Io Shirai is a big star in her own right. A huge star from the Stardom promotion in Japan, making her way to the ring. Just waiting for that moment where she breaks through and wins that first title here in the LS11 Universe. After a rough start to Season 3 as part of the SmackDown roster, she was traded to Raw earlier this year. And she was traded for Liv Morgan. Mick Foley and Triple H coming to an agreement. Two women who were kind of just spinning their wheels on their current shows, swapping shows. And now, they've both got title matches at WrestleMania. So how about that? How about that? Io Shirai makes her way to the ring. She's called the Genius of the Sky for a reason. So Shirai makes her way to the ring. Shirai and Cora one-on-one. This crowd loving Io Shirai tonight. So without any further ado, here we go. Shirai grabs onto Cora Jade and Io Shirai. Much more of a veteran than Cora Jade, who is, by all means, Cora Jade's very much a rookie. She's only in her very early 20s. In fact, I believe she's younger than me, which says a lot. Says more about me than her. Cora Jade now hits the ropes. Cora Jade, Hurricane Rana, takes down Io Shirai. Cora Jade with a stomp to the chest, and Cora Jade grabs Io Shirai, getting her back up to her feet, and Io Shirai with a punch, knocking her back. There's an uppercut. And Io with a Hurricane Rana takes down Cora Jade, and there's a kick now. Io Shirai gets Cora Jade back up to her feet, pulls her in down. Shirai with Cora, slams her down. And now into a cover. Io Shirai, one. No. Cora Jade manages to kick out. Shirai hits the ropes, and Io Shirai's got a long way to jump. But she makes it no problem. She's called the Genius of the Sky for a reason. Shirai's got her down now, and Io Shirai goes for a kick. And, oh, what a spine buster. She caught Cora mid-jump on that one. And now Shirai grabs onto Cora Jade, throws her into the corner. And Io Shirai tries to grab her. Cora Jade fires through, and Cora Jade rolls through. Cover. One, no. Kick out from Io Shirai. Now Cora Jade goes for a kick. Cora Jade gets caught. Slung towards the ropes with a Hurricane Rana. And now Io Shirai in trouble. Cora Jade gets caught with a German suplex. One, no. Kick out from Cora Jade. It's been pretty much all Io Shirai in this matchup with a few moments of offense from Cora Jade at a time. There's a kick from Shirai. And now Cora Jade kicks back up to her feet. Io Shirai with a kick knocks her back, and Shirai went for a crossbody. Cora Jade caught her. And now Cora Jade gets her up on her shoulders into a powerbomb position, falls back with her. And now Cora Jade kicking the legs of Io Shirai. Oh, went for a clothesline, and Shirai went for a drop kick. Io Shirai with a kick to the knee. Now Snapmare takes her down, hits the ropes, and there's a drop kick to the head. Shirai going up to the top rope. Io Shirai come off the top. Shirai went for the moonsault. Cora Jade got out of the way. Now Cora Jade gets kicked in the ribs. Shirai catches her. Double underhook. Drills her face first into the mat instead. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out from Cora Jade. If anything is on display right now, it's the power of Io Shirai and the resiliency of Cora Jade as there's an uppercut. As now Shirai back up to the top, and Io Shirai. What is she thinking here? Shirai's got Cora Jade down. But Cora Jade kicks back up to her feet, and Cora Jade throws her off the top. It's almost like Shirai froze for a moment. Their elbow strike. Cora Jade now getting her back up to her feet, and Cora Jade pulls her in. Double underhook. DDT to Shirai. Cora Jade could be in for the big upset. There's the 1. There's the 2. No! Shirai kicked out. Cora Jade went for a kick. Shirai rolls her through. Stomps the chest. Cora Jade's down. Now Io Shirai. Drop kick to the back. And now Io Shirai's got her down. Shirai runs to the top rope again. Io Shirai with another moonsault. This time it connects. But a rope break, I'm not quite sure I agree with that one, ref. Her foot looked a good few inches away. Cora Jade is down. Io Shirai with a stomp to the arm. And a knee to the face for good measure. Io Shirai now. Knees to the chest of Cora Jade. Io Shirai's got her down. A kick to the arm as well. And now Shirai goes back up to the top rope. And Shirai with a second moonsault. You want to call that one a rope break, ref? Cover. 1, 2, 3. Io Shirai scores the win over Cora Jade tonight. Cora Jade tried as she might, unable to beat the veteran tonight. Io Shirai, with a pair of moonsaults, scores the win heading into WrestleMania. A big win there for Io Shirai. Could we be looking at the next Raw Women's Champion? Big win there for Shirai. We got plenty more coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, before we head into our next match, we're going to go backstage. We're going to be hearing from Der Ring General. We're about to hear from Walter about his upcoming match with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, you disgrace the honor of professional wrestling. You step into the ring with your filthy feet from your farm in Canada. You come here and you fight simply for money, while people like me, hey Lesnar, people like Der Ring General, I fight for pride and honor in that ring. I fight for the love of this sport, professional wrestling. I am not here strong-arming companies for nearly millions of dollars just to appear once. At WrestleMania, Lesnar, you will be humbled. you will be defeated. And you will look up at the sky and wonder why you dare step in the ring with the ring General Walter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now move into Raw's final qualifying matchup for the Cruiserweight Championship match at WrestleMania. As here comes Akira Tazawa to the ring, wearing his ninja garb, which, you know, yeah. Really glad the power's changed in the company. Tazawa makes his way to the ring. He's an incredible athlete. Don't let his stereotyping attire fool you. Tazawa has made his way to the ring. He got a great theme song too. He takes on a member of the Hurt Business, a man who, well, should his partner Bobby Lashley be successful later tonight, a man who will have to pull double duty at WrestleMania, which would not be the first time someone's done so in LS11 Universe. Cedric Alexander making his way to the ring. We've already got a hell of a lineup in that Cruiserweight Championship ladder match coming up in a few weeks' time. A hell of a lineup. And just this past Friday on SmackDown, we saw Noam Dar qualify. Last week on Raw, Rey Mysterio defeated his son, Dominic Mysterio, to qualify. Another week ago on SmackDown, Ilya Dragunov knocked off Drew Gulak to qualify. Ricochet managed to knock off A-Kid to qualify. And then the Cruiserweight Champion himself, Pete Dunne, will be in the matchup, as we know. As Cedric Alexander and Akira Tazawa ready to lock up in this one. As they lock up, he gets him up, and Cedric spikes him down with a Michinoku driver, taking him down. And of course, 2 weeks ago on Raw, on the first Cruiserweight Championship qualifying match, we saw Santos Escobar knock off Mansoor. So this is Raw's final person to enter that ladder match. SmackDown being given 5 slots in the 8-man match, and Raw being given 3 due to SmackDown having the Cruiserweight Champion on their show, Pete Dunne. And this week on SmackDown, we'll see the final qualifying matchup as Cedric went for a knee strike. There's a chop. Akira Tazawa grabs onto him. Tazawa with Cedric up, slams him down. And now Tazawa turns him over, and Tazawa, punching the face in of Cedric Alexander, takes him down. There's a kick, takes him down again. Now Cedric Alexander sweeps the leg. Alexander gets up to his feet now, and Alexander knocking back Tazawa. Tazawa punches him in the gut. And now Akira Tazawa firing away on Cedric Alexander, shoves him back. There's another kick. Tazawa kicks him in the face, turns him around, straight jacket, Chimeraplex. Takes him down now, and Tazawa, no, Cedric rolls through. Cedric, arm drag. And Cedric Alexander went for another knee strike. Tazawa out of the way. Tazawa went for a kick to the knee. There's a knee strike from Cedric. Into an elbow. Cedric Alexander taking him down. Tazawa goes down, and Cedric getting him back up to his feet. There's an uppercut from Cedric Alexander. Tazawa getting knocked back. Cedric grabs him, pops him up, slams him down, turns him over into a cover. 1, 2, no! Tazawa gets the shoulders up. Cedric for a kick. Tazawa kicks out the knee. Tazawa hits the ropes. Sliding knee strike. Cover. 1, 2, no. Cedric Alexander manages to kick out. And now Tazawa's got him down. Tazawa gonna go look for that diving senton. No! Alexander got out of the way, and now Cedric dodges the right hook, and Cedric Alexander pulls him in. Cedric, brainbuster. 1, 2, 3. Cedric Alexander is the 7th man going to the Cruiserweight ladder match at WrestleMania. A huge win there for Cedric Alexander. You look at the names he joins. Could he be a favorite to bring the Cruiserweight gold into the Hurt Business. Could the Hurt Business have all the gold coming out of WrestleMania? We'll soon see. But ladies and gentlemen, that is a huge victory there for the young Cedric Alexander. The Hurt Business could have all the gold coming out of WrestleMania. Imagine that if that were to happen. Cedric Alexander gets a big win tonight over Tazawa. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you backstage. We've got a bit of a last-minute update to the show. The Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, is here tonight, and he's got a challenge for AJ Styles. Hey, AJ. You know, I wasn't going to be here tonight, but then I got an idea. You know, you've called me out in the past. You talked about how the Bloodline like to try and get involved in my matches. How Jimmy and Jay, people say they're always there to save my ass. Well, I got a bit of a proposition for you, AJ. How about you go out there tonight in the main event and fight the Usos 2-on-1? If you beat them, I'll make them stay in the back at WrestleMania. It'll be just you, me, and the Wise Man in the main event. That is, unless you're too much of a coward. I'll be sending my boys out there for the main event. It's up to you to show up, AJ. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on with the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament up next. As here comes the final Raw team in the tournament, which is why this match takes place on Raw. Strike Force making their way to the ring. Strike Force being one of the first MMA promotions to allow women to fight is what this team is named after. Shayna Baszler and Ivy Nile making their way to the ring. Shayna, well, technically this isn't a Raw team because it's a hybrid team. Ivy's from SmackDown. Anyways, Shayna, the last Raw superstar in the tournament. So Shayna Baszler and Ivy Nile making their way to the ring. A real dark horse team tonight are these two. They've got to take on the Fight Factory from SmackDown. You can see there Shayna motioning. She wants that gold back. She wants gold around her waist. Think about it like this. If Shayna and Ivy win this tournament, Shayna Baszler will be the first person in LS11 history, the first woman in LS11 history to hold 4 different championships. Because she will have been the first woman to hold the Raw Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship, the NXT Women's Championship, and the Women's Tag Team titles. No other woman can say that. As Kaylee Ray and Blair Davenport of Friday Night SmackDown making their way to the ring. Of course, their leader, Finn Balor, fights Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And another member of their team, Nikki Cross, defends her SmackDown Women's title against Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. And another member of their team, Noam Dar, fights for the Cruiserweight Championship at WrestleMania. Fight Factory is going to be all over the place. The only people in Fight Factory not involved with WrestleMania are Mark Coffey and Wolfgang, who we just recently saw return. Which is very good because the SmackDown Tag Team division was getting very empty. So, Blair Davenport and Kaylee Ray make their way to the ring. So Ivy Nile and Kaylee Ray, one-on-one. Here we go. Or not one-on-one, but you know what I meant. There's a German to the right. Look, man, when you turn targeting on in this game to be more free, for some reason that shit just happens in tag matches. There's a right hook from Ivy Nile. Now Ivy grabs onto Kaylee Ray, scoops her up, and Ivy Nile throws her across the ring. Now Ivy Nile kicking the back of Kaylee Ray repeatedly. Kicks her in the head. Ivy Nile's got her down, and now Ivy bends the arm back. Nile grabs the arm of Kaylee Ray, bending back the fingers. And knees to the back, taking her down. Nile now getting Kaylee Ray back up to her feet, and Ivy Nile with Kaylee Ray. Scoops her up, knee into the back, and Ivy Nile with another one. Throwing Kaylee Ray away from her. Towards the corner of Strike Force into a cover. There's a rope break, though. Now that one I agree with. As now Kaylee Ray is down. Ivy Nile grabs hold of her, and Ivy Nile with Kaylee Ray sweeps the leg. And bends it back as well. Kaylee Ray goes down. Ivy Nile, and they're up to her feet. And Nile with a punch to the gut. And again, Ivy Nile is very much a rookie, a very young competitor, someone who really only just got into the wrestling business very recently, but she's already improved so much. She only had her first match in the LS11 Universe at the Royal Rumble when she competed in the Rumble. She eliminated Lita on that night, making a huge statement for herself. As she kicks down Kaylee Ray, elbows her, taking her down. And now Ivy Nile working over the knee of Kaylee Ray into a cover now. Nile one. No, Kaylee Ray kicks out. There's another kick. Ivy Nile's got her down. Ivy Nile goes for a knee strike. Kaylee Ray rolled out of the way. Kaylee Ray. Oh, went for a kick. Ivy Nile caught her with a right hook. Ivy Nile has been dominating so far, but Kaylee Ray got a forearm smash. Puts her in the ropes now, and Nile getting knocked back. Kaylee Ray knocks her into the ropes, and down goes Ivy Nile. Kaylee Ray getting her up to her feet, and Kaylee Ray grabs onto her, throws her across the ring, into the corner now. And now there's a tag made to Blair Davenport. And Blair Davenport, uppercut into the ribs of Ivy Nile. Right hand connects, knocking her down. There's a slap. And again, Blair Davenport knocking her back for a chomp. Right hook from Ivy. Now again, Ivy Nile grabs onto her, and Nile with Blair into the corner. Ivy Nile hits the ropes. Huge kick to the face. Blair Davenport drops. One. No. Goes back into the corner now. Tag made to Shayna Baszler. The Queen of Spades is in. Blair Davenport staggering back to her feet, and Shayna, forearm strike, takes her down. And Shayna goes right back to Ivy and tags her right back in. I guess Shayna just wanted to get that cheap shot in. Maybe Shayna views this as a learning experience for Ivy Nile. And there's a kick to the knee. Super kick off the jaw from Blair Davenport. Cover. 1, 2. No. Well, that answers part of my question. I was wondering if Shayna was viewing this match as more of a learning experience than an opportunity to go to WrestleMania, as there's a cover again from Blair Davenport, but she gets off of her. Remember, the winner of this team will be the first team punching their ticket to WrestleMania. This Friday on SmackDown, we'll see Toxic Attraction versus Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans. As now, oh, Blair Davenport, rolling cutter. Cover. 1, 2. Shayna with another save. Ivy Nile is down. Referee beginning to try and count Shayna Baszler in. If she stays into the count of 5, it'd be a disqualification. Oh, went for a tag, did Blair Davenport. But now Ivy Nile firing back, and Ivy Nile grabs Blair Davenport by the back of the head, slams her head first into the turnbuckle. Tag made to Shayna Baszler, and Shayna gets her with a kick in the ribs. There's a roundhouse kick now. Firing back is Shayna Baszler. Goes for a roundhouse kick. Got her with that one, though. Forearm strike connects from Baszler. Shayna Baszler. Oh, Blair Davenport firing back. Blair Davenport fires back. And Davenport grabs onto her. Throws her across the ring. Into the corner. Tag made. Tag made to Kaylee Ray. And a punch to the gut. And a right hook. And now Kaylee Ray grabs onto Shayna. Kaylee Ray gets Shayna up. She's going to try and tap out the submission magician here. Stretching Shayna out. Kaylee Ray. And has her in a bad way here. Shayna Baszler's in some trouble. Shayna rolls it through. And now Shayna with Kaylee Ray over the top rope. Out to the floor she goes. Shayna Baszler follows her to the outside. And now Kaylee Ray knocks her back. Kaylee Ray throws her into the barricade. And again. Referee now at the count of 3. Kaylee Ray getting Shayna Baszler back to her feet. Throws her back in. Going up to the top rope now is Kaylee Ray. She says, let's do this. Swanton across the chest of Shayna. And now Kaylee Ray getting Baszler up to her feet. And now Shayna Baszler kicking out the knees. Now Shayna with a boot to the face. Takes down Kaylee Ray. Getting her up to her feet now, and Shayna Baszler grabs onto Kaylee Ray. Taking her towards the corner. Slams her head first into the corner. Tag made back to Ivy. And now Shayna and Ivy off the ropes. Drop toe hold. Elbow drop. Connects. Turns her over now. Ivy Nile into a cover. One. No. Kick out from Kaylee Ray. Shayna getting out of the ring. Kaylee Ray with right hook. Connects. Grabs onto her. Throws Ivy Nile over the top rope. Grabs onto her though. And oh, stunner in the ropes. Takes her down, leaving her to Blair Davenport. As now Ivy Nile circles the ring, trying to figure out what to do. She gets back in. Oh, and gets caught with a super kick to the back of the head. Kaylee Ray pulls her in for a gory bomb. Cover. 1, 2. Shayna makes the save, and Blair Davenport takes down Ivy Nile. Hurricane Rana to Shayna. And now Kaylee Ray with Ivy Nile back to her feet. Kaylee Ray grabs onto Ivy. Throws her into the corner of Fight Factory. Tag made. Blair Davenport tagged in. Uppercut to the ribs. Kicks her in the knee. Turns her around. Blair with rolling cutter. 1, 2. No! Ivy Nile showing her heart tonight. There's a big forearm strike from Ivy. Now Ivy Nile a punch to the head. There's a kick to the back, and Ivy Nile into a cover. 1. No. Ivy Nile now standing tall. As Blair Davenport fights back to her feet, and Blair Davenport, whoa, takes her down, rolls her through. 1, 2, no! Nearly got her. Ivy Nile with a kick to the ribs. Nile into a cutter. Into the Dragon Sleeper. Drew Gulak taught her that one. Gulak, the coach of Diamond Mine, taught her that one. She could get the submission here. But Blair Davenport rolls through. There's a right hand from Ivy Nile, or to Ivy Nile, knee strike, takes her down. And now Blair Davenport gets Ivy Nile up, kicks her in the knee. Super kick. Cover. 1, 2, no. Now Kaylee Ray grabs Shayna, throws her out of the ring. Blair Davenport going to the top rope, and Blair diving stomp the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. Fight Factory is heading to WrestleMania. Fight Factory will be the first team going to WrestleMania. One half of the women's tag team tournament is now filled out. Huge victory there for Fight Factory. You got to give credit where it's due to Ivy Nile tonight. That young woman stayed in and endured so much punishment from the opposing team. Kaylee Ray and Blair Davenport walked in tonight with a mission. That mission was to get to WrestleMania for the Fight Factory, and they've done so. Big win for these two women tonight. We got more coming up on Raw. As the Bloodline, it is our job, it is our duty to respect the tribal chief, to respect the head of the table. It's my brother Jimmy and I's job to protect the WWE champ. Whoa, hey, Oos. Jay. We don't know anything to that WWE Championship. Our duty was to protect Roman. Don't let him get in your head, Oos. A little bit of an interesting confrontation there between the Usos. But ladies and gentlemen, we move into some singles action up next. This was supposed to be the main event tonight, then that 2-on-1 handicap match got announced. Here comes Xavier Woods representing the New Day. This is the ultimate moment for Woods. If Woods wins tonight, the Raw Tag Team title match at WrestleMania will be New Day versus Moose, Lashley, and MVP of the Hurt Business in a 3-on-3 elimination matchup for the Raw Tag Team titles. But if Woods, who MVP repeatedly called the weak link of the New Day, cannot defeat Bobby Lashley, then Big E is taken out of the match, and it will be Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston versus Cedric Alexander, Bobby Lashley, Moose, and MVP in a 4-on-2 match at WrestleMania. So Xavier Woods makes his way to the ring. Here comes the Almighty. Here comes one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Bobby Lashley. The Almighty making his way to the ring. That championship around his waist, that belt, is what this is all about. Those Raw Tag Team titles are what this is all about. The New Day want to cement their reunited brotherhood with a real symbol of brotherhood, the Raw Tag Team titles. Lashley marching down to the ring. Lashley's a former United States champion, and this is his first ever tag title in his career. Lashley makes his way to the ring. So Bobby Lashley making his way to the ring. Lashley and Woods one-on-one. What a battle we're about to see here. We're either about to see a miracle or a massacre. That's a phrase I don't use too often, but that's exactly what we're about to see. It will either be a miracle or a massacre. Woods versus Lashley. Any further ado, here we go. Woods charges in. Lashley, power slam! And now Lashley punches him in the back. Bobby Lashley grabs Woods by the arm, and Lashley stomps the arm of Woods. Lashley getting Woods back up to his feet now, and Bobby Lashley with Xavier Woods. Suplex! And now Lashley kicking Woods repeatedly, taking him down now, and Lashley gonna punch Woods in the face now. Lashley has him down. Bobby Lashley with another kick, and now Lashley getting Xavier back to his feet, and Bobby Lashley with a right hook. Lashley, full Nelson slam. Now Lashley stomps the arm. Woods is down. Lashley getting Woods back up to his feet, and Bobby Lashley belly to belly. Repeatedly stomping on Woods again. Lashley using his MMA background here into an armbar. Oh, wait a minute. Woods rolls through, and Woods finally getting his first bit of offense in. Gets a couple punches to the face. And now Woods with a chop. Xavier Woods firing away. No, Lashley with a hip toss takes him down. And Lashley gets Woods back to his feet. Bobby Lashley scoops him up on his shoulders. Oh, Woods takes out the knee. Woods taking out the knee on Lashley. And now Woods. Whoa! Back Woods! Cover! One! No, Lashley kicked out. Kicks him down, and now Woods kicks him in the ribs. Xavier Woods hits the ropes. Elbow drop. Takes down Lashley. Woods now getting Lashley back into his feet, and Woods with a chop firing away on Bobby Lashley. Lashley kicks him in the ribs now, and Lashley gets him up. Dominator! Cover! One! No! Woods kicked out. Woods kicks out of the Dominator. And now Lashley grabs onto Xavier Woods, and Bobby Lashley with Woods up on his shoulders. Lashley drops him head first into the turnbuckle, and Woods goes down again. Woods manages to get a kick in on Lashley, and now Woods Rolls Lashley into Bulldog, taking down the Almighty. And now Woods. Forearm strike. Xavier Woods finally getting some offense in. Forearm. And now Woods going into the top rope. Xavier Woods. Leg drop to Lashley. Woods with a kick taking him down. Now look at Xavier Woods. This crowd is coming unglued for Xavier Woods right now. Kicks him in the ribs. Woods grabs onto Lashley and gets him up to his feet. Kicks him in the ribs. Woods, no. Lashley with a chop. And now Lashley, no. Hurt lock. Hurt lock. No one's escaped. The Hurt Lock always submits people when Lashley gets it on. But Woods stomps the foot. Stunner. And now Woods. Bulldog. Woods. Here we go. Woods. Honor roll. Woods. Cover. 1, 2, no! Kick out from Lashley. That whole crowd thought Woods had it won for a moment. And now Woods goes for a kick, but Lashley sweeps the leg. Now Lashley gets up to his feet. Lashley kicks him in the ribs. Lashley gets him up. Dominator! Cover on Woods. 1, 2, no! Woods stays in it. Lashley goes for a kick. Woods kicks out the knee. And now Woods, whoa! Lost in the woods! Woods goes to the outside. Up to the top. Woods, elbow drop. But a rope break. Lashley was saved by a rope break. Woods got a little too excited. Lashley with a clothesline. That whole crowd was chanting one more time, but Lashley immediately fought back to his feet. And Lashley now with Woods. Lashley punching him in the head repeatedly. Bobby Lashley now grabs onto Xavier Woods, and Lashley scoops him up for a running power slam. And now Lashley with Woods. Lashley stomps the arm. Bobby Lashley into a cover. Whoa, Woods! Rolled it through and started punching Lashley in the face instead. And now Woods, right hand, and a chop. Lashley counters now, and Lashley with Xavier Woods gets him up. Woods slips out of it. No way. Lashley gets hit with a German suplex by Woods. Xavier Woods could do this. Lashley went for a clothesline. Woods ducked it. Woods. Crucifix. But a rope break. Lashley's long legs hit those ropes, and now Woods hitting the ropes repeatedly and dropping elbows into the back of Lashley. Woods now gets Lashley up to his feet, and Xavier Woods kicks him in the ribs. Woods firing back on Lashley again. Lashley counters down. Lashley. Whoa, Lashley was looking for Hurt Lock. Woods into another crucifix. Gets him away from the ropes this time. 1, 2, no! And now Woods. What is he thinking here? Xavier Woods grabs the ropes. Springboard. What a kick to the skull of Lashley. And now Lashley and Woods, they collide. Lashley kicks him in the ribs. No. Lashley. Dominator. 1, 2. Woods again kicked out. The heart and soul of the New Day is on full display right now. Lashley, he's looking for Hurt Lock. It's about to be all over. Lashley can get Hurt Lock in. It's going to be all she wrote. He gets Woods up. And now Lashley looking to damage Woods a little more first. Throws him into the corner. And now Bobby Lashley stomps the arm. There's a kick. Lashley goes for another kick. Woods sweeps the leg. And now Xavier Woods grabs the Almighty, dragging him away from the ropes. And Woods with Lashley in the center of the ring. Woods. That's a long jump, but he looks willing to make it. Oh, Lashley got back to his feet. Woods with a double axe handle. He's got even further to go from that side, though. But he makes it. 1, 2, 3. Xavier Woods just pinned Bobby Lashley. Xavier Woods shows why they call him the heart and the soul of the New Day. He just beat Bobby Lashley in the middle of that ring. That means at WrestleMania, it is officially 3-on-3. Woods, Kingston, and Big E, the full reunited New Day. 6-man tag for the first time in over a year. The New Day will be fully reunited against the Hurt Business. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Good to see you all. Thank you all for being here tonight for another amazing edition of Monday Night Raw. Now, as the Raw General Manager, it is my great privilege to... Okay, that's enough! Boogs, I'm not yelling at you, I'm yelling near you. I've had enough of the hardcore champions running through and interrupting my time each and every week. I am the Raw General Manager and I have announcements to make because we are less than 2 weeks from WrestleMania. Look, there is a time and place for the hardcore title. I'm aware of this, and so you know what? To avoid this happening every 5 minutes at WrestleMania, on the WrestleMania kickoff show, open invitation for the hardcore title. 10 minutes. The hardcore title gets 10 minutes on the kickoff, and it will not be allowed to interrupt any matches or announcements for the rest of the night. You want to do anything with the hardcore title, do it between matches. Do it do it when there's not special guests. Do it when there's not announcements going on. Whoever wants a shot at the title, you got 10 minutes to be the last man to score a pinfall. Got it? Have a nice day, Mr. Boogs. It was nice seeing you, honestly. Now I turn the floor over to Tommaso Ciampa. You know, I've been thinking, and I've been thinking a lot since what happened last week. Thinking a lot because, well, Triple H isn't here tonight, but you know what? If I were Triple H, I wouldn't want to be here either after I got utterly humiliated by the greatest sports entertainer of all time, Tommaso Ciampa, last week. I've been thinking of what I want to say about Triple H for a while. There's a lot to say. He's one of the greatest of all time. He's the game. He's the king of the kings. He's a multi-time world champion. He's got more world title reigns than most people could ever dream of. But in 2 weeks at WrestleMania, kings will fall. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the main event. A 2-on-1 handicap match. Here comes the man who will main event WrestleMania in 2 weeks' time, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Styles making his way to the ring tonight. He is just under 2 weeks from stepping into the main event of WrestleMania against the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Styles making his way down to the ring. The Phenomenal One has signed himself up for a very dangerous matchup here tonight. A 2-on-1 handicap matchup. Essentially, AJ putting it all on the line because if he can beat the Usos tonight by some way, somehow, in a 2-on-1 match, AJ Styles gets a fair fight with the Tribal Chief at WrestleMania. He won't have to worry about Jimmy or Jay getting involved like they have in the past. So AJ Styles makes his way to the ring. Here come the former SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, making their way to the ring. The Usos on their way down to the ring. Jimmy and Jay. The Usos compete tonight in the main event. Of course, there was a bit of tension backstage between the brothers earlier on when Jay was saying it was their job to protect Roman's championship, and Jimmy said that's not what we signed up for. So the Usos make their way down to the ring. Without any further ado, AJ Styles and Jey Uso starting us off. Here we go. Oh, hang on a minute. Jimmy told Jay to come back over. This has gone too far. I can't do it anymore. This isn't about the title anymore. He's made it about him. I'm out. Well, this matchup has... Jimmy Uso just walked away from his brother, leaving Jay to face AJ Styles, who drop kicks him. And now Jey Uso floats over, DDTs AJ Styles. And Jey Uso, forearm strike, knocking him down. Jay is now in this one on his own against AJ. Jey Uso going up to the top rope, and Jay. Double axe handle. Jey Uso now dragging AJ away from the ropes. Jay into a cover now on AJ. One, no. Styles kicks out immediately. There's a chop from Styles. Forearm strike. AJ Styles with another one. And now Styles ducks him. Pele kick. Styles taking down Jay. And now AJ Styles gets Jey Uso back to his feet. Styles throws him off the ropes. German suplexes him. Jey Uso wasn't expecting this to become a one-on-one match, and neither was AJ Styles. As Jay with a clothesline, you can see Jay looks over at his corner a couple times there. Like he's expecting Jimmy to be there. Styles rolls him through. Cover. Styles. One. No. Kick out from Jey Uso. And now Styles kicking down Jay. Jay Styles. They collide. Jey Uso grabs onto him, and Jay. Jawbreaker. Down goes the phenomenal one. And there's a kick to take AJ down. Jey Uso with Styles. Styles. Jawbreaker. And now Styles went for a springboard moonsault, knocked Jay off his feet mid-flip. Double axe handle from AJ. AJ Styles has got him down. Styles getting Jay back up to his feet now, and AJ with a chop. Styles lighting up the chest of Jey Uso, and Jay grabs onto him, rolls him through, and Jay, super kick, takes him down. And now Jey Uso goes into the corner. Jay's going up to the top. Jay. The splash almost connected, but Styles got the knees up. And now Styles grabs onto him, rolls him through. Center of the ring. Calf crusher is in. Styles looking at the submission over Jay. Jay could be in some serious trouble here. AJ's cranking back on the leg. Giving that leg some serious problems, but Jay finds the counter with an elbow. And Jey Uso. Chop from Styles. And again, Uso staggers. Right hook connects, and now Jey Uso grabs onto AJ, headbutts him. AJ staggers, Jey Uso pulls him in, and Jay with a forearm causes him to stagger again. Jey Uso grabs him, and now Jay takes him down. And there's a kick to the leg. Jey Uso's got him. There's another kick. Jay turns him over, kicks him in the back. Getting AJ back up to his feet, and Jey Uso with a chop. Kicking back on Styles. Styles kicks him in the ribs. And now AJ Styles pulls him in. Hang on a minute. Styles gonna go for Styles Clash. And now Styles goes out of the ring, and Styles getting braced. Here we go. Styles getting ready. Phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, no! How the hell did Jey Uso just kick out of the phenomenal forearm? Almost nobody's been able to do that in LS11 Universe. As now Jey Uso grabs the leg and sweeps the leg of AJ Styles. Styles goes down, Jey turns him over, kicks him in the back. And now Jey Uso getting him back up to his feet. Jey grabs onto AJ, kicks him in the ribs. Jey Uso, neck breaker. Jey's going up to the top rope, and Jey Uso goes for another splash. Styles got the counter. And now Styles with a kick, grabs onto him. Jey rolls through, and Jey drop toe hold. And Jey Uso with AJ grabs onto him, kicks him in the ribs. Whoa, gets him up, going for the Samoan drop. Styles flips out of it. And now Styles rolls him through. 1, 2, no! And now Styles goes for the ropes. Jey got his legs out from under him, though, and now Jey. Oh, Jey went for a full Nelson. Styles breaking it. And Styles slaps him in the back of the head, pulls him in. AJ Styles into Styles Clash number 2. Turns him over. 1, 2, 3. And with the betrayal of Jimmy Uso, AJ Styles just made his WrestleMania match a guaranteed one-on-one outing between himself and the Tribal Chief. Only Paul Heyman will be allowed in Reigns' corner. A huge victory there for the Phenomenal One. Thank you all for watching Monday Night Raw tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure coming to you here on the LS11 channel again. The road to WrestleMania is really heating up. I'll see you all tomorrow for LS11 Dynamite. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.